I think we actually vandalized an ex-boyfriend's situation one time. Did you do that too? I did that.
Yes, I did, and I did it.
Tell me everything.
Okay. Okay, so I was dating this guy who I had I wrote some songs about him, and we had broken up by the time it came out, but I was like, you're never forgetting me. So he worked downtown Nashville, and those little stamps that I put all over the concrete, I put them all over Nashville, but I specifically asked the person that was doing it, I gave him the coordinates to be from the parking garage to where he walks in the front door and work every day, every foot. So there's there were stamps on the ground that he had to look at. I think they're still there because it takes a while.
And that's what you lost! That's what you lost!
Yeah. What's your vandalization story?
Well, my ex-boyfriend had a car that he really, really loved. You know, he was broing out, this is my baby. And I was like, oh, great. So I went one night in a ski mask with my best friend, and we blasted Cypress Hill, and then we went to his car and we spray painted the entire car. And we spray painted it in things I put anarchy and all these things that don't seem at all like me.
Yeah.
I purposefully was what is, I wasn't doing flower power.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing it in a way where I thought it would never be thought of as me. And at one point he's he called crying and somebody vandalized my baby, and I was like, oh. and he just goes, did you do it? And I was like, no.
Oh my God. Do you want me to come over and give you a hug?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm inspired by that.
It was, I still brag about it to this day, because it just felt so good, and he had totally screwed me over.
Yeah, I mean.
He deserved
karma,
it.
Yeah.
He was a jerk.
And even more recently, I put up a billboard in a very relevant location in downtown Nashville that says, you said you needed less flashy, more fun. Oh, of course, she's 21. Super relevant location, really big. And that was 4 days ago.
Was he going for a younger chick?
For sure.
That's what happened with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh my gosh, I should have gone after his car.
Oh my God. And
maybe the billboard wasn't enough.
He literally said, he's I can't handle you in your life. I need to go with someone younger and more innocent and pure.
Wait, have you heard Bells and Whistles on my new album? She's like me without the bells and the whistles.
I've listened to your whole album, so obviously.
That is the exact situation.
And the Mirror song also is really personal to you, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before you mention that, are you a Ramen fan?
Yes.
Okay, because I am.
I love ramen.
You do?
Yes.
Because I have some ramen here for us.
That's exciting.
Wait, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Why is it this color?
There are 3 different flavors, and one is Kool-Aid. I know that sounds so weird, and I'm a little nervous to try it myself. One is hot Cheeto.
Okay.
And
then
the other is, it looks like lasagna.
Chicken parm. Yeah, or something.
I'm actually salivating. I'm drooling. I'm so excited. But I just thought as we continue, I heard you were a ramen fan, so.
I think I'm going to try the hot Cheeto one first.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that with you then.
Okay.
So tell me about the Girl in the Mirror song.
So that was on my debut album, Lucky, and I wrote it about loving the guy that I was dating more than myself, which is, sucks to feel that way, and I'll talk about Girl in the Mirror more in a second, but what's really amazing, back to the therapy thing, is even within my songwritings, I can tell how much I've grown, because that song would have never been on this album. I have a song called Beautiful Things that I consider Girl in the Mirror's older sister. And
it shows how much you've grown.
Yeah, and it's I want to hug that girl that wrote Girl in the Mirror, because she really did feel that way, and she really was willing to completely sacrifice any happiness she had to be with that person who straight up didn't want her in the same way. And now I would never ever do that. I'd rather die than do that now.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Put that into a song.
Not bad.
Okay.
The color is throwing me, to be honest.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to taste like. I'm trying the Kool-Aid one just because I don't understand Kool-Aid and ramen as a collab, but I want to try it.
This isn't bad.
Okay, that's weird. But in a weird way, kind of good. Okay, also, I love the story about the 9 You did something with 9.
Okay, I think I'm done with the hot Cheeto ramen. For now. 9 Cities in 9 Days was like a thing that I did because I wanted to celebrate my album release with my fans and be able to like thank them in person. When I released my first 2 albums, when I released Lucky, I was on tour with Brooks and Dunn, and then when I released MLK, my sophomore album, I was on tour with Kenny. So I loved getting to be with my fans every night. I was like asking them what their favorite songs are. I'm like watching them react to the songs, the new ones.
And you took care of your fans, giving them a very special treat.
Yeah, I advertised it as like a 3-song acoustic performance. And then I surprised everyone every night by saying that I was going to meet and sign something for every single person that came. So I met in 9 days like over 15,000 fans.
And you only charged $9?
$9, yeah. And the money benefits the Moroney Foundation.
I mean, that is so amazing.
Thank you.
Your dad actually bought you a guitar. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
And it was because you were going through something.
First breakup, first heartbreak, the worst. On the floor dying.
I know, it feels like
My mom had to sleep with me for like a month.
See, you being such a feeler, though, is like what feeds your talent.
Yeah.
You know, thank God you feel the way you do, or you wouldn't be who you are. What did you think when your dad delivered that guitar as like a healing gift?
So the funny part was that it was a Memorial Day sale happening at Guitar Center. So this really expensive guitar that I shouldn't have had yet because I wasn't that good at playing guitar, when we got it to the front and wiped it all down and got the case out, they're like, ooh, this one's not on sale. And I looked at my dad and I said, I've had my heart broken once this week. I think I could handle it again if you don't want to buy it for me.
No! Perfect.
So that's how I
That's what daughters do. They manipulate you. It's brilliant.
I had to.
Megan Moroney, I've been so excited to meet you. I am celebrating you and cheering you on endlessly.
Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. Okay, her 3rd album, Cloud 9, which I've had on repeat. I love the cover, by the way. And don't miss Megan on her upcoming 49-date headline tour kicking off in May. Thank you.
Thank you.